Hi friends, welcome to Government Job Preparation Center. So we're going to start the class of RRB Assistant Loco Pilot and Group D and also Technician. So this is class 1 and model 1 and this is number system. We're going to start the railway preparation from now itself guys. So we're going to start all models and all classes for the number system and all other topics for the RRB. Okay. So first question will be the smallest possible three-place decimal number. So this is somewhat tricky question. This question has been asked in the SSC CGL in our previous papers. So this is one of the important question, the smallest possible three-place decimal number. Okay, so first we have to consider the three-place decimal number. As you know, decimal numbers are the so the point after the whole number, okay, is set to be as after a whole number there should be a point guys. Okay, so these are set to be as decimal numbers. So 0.12, 0.012 and 0.123 and 0.111. So these are the decimal numbers. So here they will confuse you by giving this type of questions and this type of options. So many of them did many mistakes regarding one thing, that is the smallest possible three-place decimal number. So if you ask question like this, so many of them keep this option A will be as answer. So this is only the smallest possible three-place decimal number. So many of them will keep this thing, but read the question properly guys. So what the question, the smallest possible three-place decimal number. So he was asking the smallest possible three-place decimal number, that is so 0.001. This is the 3 place 1 to 3. So smallest possible 3 place decimal number will be 0.001. Okay, so if you ask question in a different manner, so suppose the smallest possible three-place decimal number among these options. So if you ask question like this, you have to consider this A option. Okay, so but he didn't ask like this. He asked only the smallest possible three-place decimal number. So 0.001 is the smallest possible three-place decimal number. 0.012 will be the three-place smallest among these three. Okay, and only this 0.01 is smallest among these three, but 0.001 is the smallest of three place decimal number. Okay, so the answer is none. Okay, and next the smallest number of 5 digits which is exactly divisible by 476. Okay, so the smallest number of 5 digits. So this is also important question guys, and this is one of the tricky question. So in this question he will ask something like the smallest number of 5 digits which is exactly reduced by 476. So many of them keep the option as so this is the smallest 5 digit, 1 2 3 4 5. So this is the small 5 digit, and many of them will keep this is the smallest among this. Okay, but he in this question he have asked two conditions. So we have to prove the two conditions. The first condition is the smallest number of 5 digits. Okay, so this is the first condition, the smallest number of 5 digits. So smallest number will be so so 10,000 will be the smallest of 5 digits. Let us say 1 2 3 4 5. So 10,000 will be the smallest of this 5 digit, and the second condition is so which is exactly divisible by 476. So this smallest number should be exactly divisible by 476. So the 5 digit number will be the, so first condition will be this 5 digit number will be the smallest, and second condition which is exactly divisible by 476. So first we have to check the smallest number, smallest of 5 digits which actually divisible by 476. So by seeing these options, in these options 10,000 will be the smallest, but it is not exactly divisible by, okay, 476 guys. So it's not approving the second condition, so this is not the option. And let us check 476 by 476, and okay, it is exactly dividing with 476, but it is not the smallest among these things. So this is smaller than this thing. 10476 is smaller than 47600, and 10470 is smaller than 47600. So this is also not the correct option. And let us check this thing 10476. Okay, so 10476 will also, after dividing by 472, it also not dividing exactly. Okay, so it also not approving the second condition. So this is also not the correct option. And 10472 472 by dividing with 472, sorry, by dividing with 476, the answer will be 22 or something. Okay, so it was exactly dividing with the 476 guys. Okay, it was exactly dividing with the 470. So this is the correct option. So this is some of the tricky question. It was also asked in the SSC CHSL in our previous question paper. Okay, so this is one of the most important question and also tricky question. So if you having any doubts about this question, then ask me in the comment section. I will definitely reply for this type of education videos. Okay, so next question is, so which of the following fraction is the smallest? So in this he was asking which of the following fraction is the smallest. So 7 by 6 is the fraction, and 7 by 9 is the fraction, and 4 by 5 is also the fraction, 5 by 7 is also the fraction. So these type of things are numbers or fractions are. So we have to convert this fraction form into decimal form in order to know the smallest thing. Okay, so I'm converting this 7 by 6 into decimal 1.166. So we can't determine which was the smallest by seeing these fractional numbers. We can only determine the smallest thing by converting them into decimal forms. So 7 by 6, the decimal form will be 1.166, and 7 by 9 0.777 and 0.7 bar, and 4 by 5 0.8, and 5 by 7 0.714. Okay, so in this 5 by 7 is the smallest thing, guys. Okay, it's the smallest among just 4 fractions by seeing this decimal form. Okay, so this has only one thing, one rule. So first convert this fraction into decimal and see what is the smallest. Okay.